With the weather shift, international tourists start to prefer other destinations apart from Benidorm town and are going elsewhere on their winter holidays. Without any lifeguards in almost all places except one here in Alicante province. Which one is safe for swimming if you're brave enough and if you're coming right now on holidays? The weather forecast and things to do, because end of October and beginning of November are packed up with events in Benidorm town. Stay tuned. Let's begin Benidorm news update. Let's start with a short tourism update, shall we? First of all, as you all might know, it is still quite busy here in town. There's quite high occupancy, more than 80% in a lot of hotels and accommodation options of different kind. The most vivid places are the British Street on weekend or in the evenings, the old town, the city center, and a little bit of the Rincon de Loix, where a lot of people are going towards the campsites to spend some nice winter here in our sunny city. And right now we've had quite a few slightly quieter days, but it's all about to change because there's quite a lot of different events. One of them is Benidorm Chess Open, which starts right now and will be here up until for a few days. Let's say like this, we'll be here for a few days, slightly less than a week. Very, very interesting, very popular, traditional already contest here in Benidorm, and there's more than 400 participants in it, so it's quite popular, as you can see. Usually and traditionally it's been done always in the Hotel Bali of Benidorm, so if you're interested you can check out some more information on Visit Benidorm website, and if you want to join, feel free to go and explore. Apart from that, we are all ready for November Fiesta. November Fiesta are the celebrations of Benidorm town, of when it's been created and recognized officially. And this is just like our town fiestas. There's going to be ones right now in Alfaz del Pi. There's going to be fiestas in Altea, Albir, and in different locations. And then it's going to be Benidorm's time, which probably will be towards the end of first week of November. That's when it's going to start. And on these days we have fair, we have attractions, we have loud music, we have mascleta, firecrackers, we have fireworks, different types of songs, and a lot of people on the streets, and parades, and so many different things will be happening here in our town. And usually there's also like markets of different things to purchase, like crafts markets of a kind, etc. And there's going to be a lot of lights in the old town and city center during nighttime, like typical light decorations. These ones are already put there, but they're not on just yet, but will be shortly in just a few days time. Apart from that, there's the November fancy dress party. Fancy dress is a iconic tradition in Benidorm. You all know what it is. That's when people put their nicest fancy dresses and go outside to celebrate with family, friends, couples. There is a huge DJ session usually on the British Street. So many places have colorful balloons and decorations, etc. You can see some bizarre fancy dresses out there, honestly. Some of them are really, really elaborated, and you could think like, how in the world did not I think that this was possible? And people do it. And this year, it's supposed to be the record amount of people, around 30,000 or maybe even more. And it's going to be on the 13th, if I'm not wrong, 13th of November, starting from 2 p.m. as it usually is. That's when the official big celebration will start, up until almost the sunrise. So it's going to be quite busy. And if you're here, you're quite lucky to witness it. Usually these days, hotels are packed up with people. Let's continue with two main news. One of them is about the change in the weather. We'll go with the weather forecast at the end, don't worry, but I'm just going to say that the weather has changed completely. We've had hot days and now it's cold. Actually, we have to wear like sweaters. It's no more than 22, 23 degrees during daytime, and in the mornings it was 15, 18. So there is quite a big difference with what we've had. And all Spain is changing the weather. So those international tourists who are coming from colder countries, also British tourists, people from Ireland, from Norway, Scandinavian, Germans, They're all seeking for slightly more heat and sunshine. And obviously Benidorm is all right, it's great, but there will be at some point, which is going to be very, very soon, in just a few weeks time, when the sea is going to be cold already for swimming, and people just want to lay down on the beach. They want to go for a swim, for a seaside walk, and not always this is suitable for a lot of people. So people switch and forget about Benidorm temporarily, I hope, and are heading towards other destinations where it's summer a whole year long. And many people would say, oh yeah, of course, they're going to Canary Islands. Technically true, but to which one of these islands? Traditionally, Tenerife is extremely popular for winter holidays. However, this year we were also the ones who went there this summer, and we were able to see that prices have increased quite a bit. Prices are biting quite a lot now, and people are switching to Gran Canaria instead. Also very nice. It has an average weather of up to 26, 27 degrees, which is great. And people are just enjoying some water, ocean obviously, enjoying some water, enjoying hotels and all the options, all the excursions, everything that they have there, with also quite some nice climate. Even though I have to say that it's rain season, so it's way more possible that there's going to be rain during your holidays. But even so, if it's short, you're able to enjoy shortly back again with your holidays. Personally, don't think it's worth it. We've been to Tenerife. It was good, but I feel like our area is way better. Don't judge me, but honestly, we've seen the whole entire island, you guys, and I don't think it was worth it. Some places are gorgeous. Yes, they have some of the best water park and zoo. Totally agree. Places to visit, incredible, but the altitude changes. The cold, absolutely ocean in summer where you cannot swim at all. The degree shifts from one village to the other, the temperature. And some more things when we got stuck out there due to fog. Nah. I think that Benidorm has all of it and much, much more. We have several theme parks. You have Alicante nearby, you have shopping malls. You have so many viewpoints, local markets, attractions, excursions, villages, old towns. Oh, it's gorgeous out here. I would personally stay here for a preference if, as a tourist, if I would not be living here already. Let us know if you switch from Benidorm or Peninsula in general towards Canary Islands in winter, or if you stick to your favorite location. We'll read you in the comment section. And now let's talk about the last news, which is a safety news for all those who are coming here on holidays, those who are coming right now or soon, and are wondering, is there any beach where there's still some lifeguard service? Technically, summer season each time is longer and longer. The weather is hotter and hotter. Right now we're still in November and it's like 23, 24 degrees on midday, which is quite a lot. We're almost in November. And summer starts earlier in the year too. Sometimes we used to have heat waves of 30 degrees in April. May is already quite hot. So that's the thing. It is longer season already. So there's more people heading to the beach. There is more kids. There is people in general who go inside of the water, and people want to feel protected just in case something happens, right? That's for what lifeguards exist on the beach. However, even though the season is longer as per se, there's no lifeguards. Benidorm and Alicante, the capital itself, right now, as for the day of today, are the two only places where there's lifeguards. Still, right now at the end of October. In Alicante, on their biggest beach, which is El Postiguet, the main one, right in front of the castle of Santa Barbara. This is the only one that still has a lifeguard, but it's going to be up until 31st, like the last day of October. Starting from November, it's not going to be the case any longer. And the only place officially where there's going to be a lifeguard is the Benidorm beachfront, the only one. But it's going to be only one person per beach. So yeah, that doesn't do much, does it? Obviously, there's going to be one person on the Levante beach, there's going to be one person on the Poniente beach, and probably one in the Malpas. But all the other exterior, like inside of the natural park Calas, there's not gonna be any lifeguards there, probably because there's no people, just on the bigger beach lines. And I feel like it might be more than enough, because obviously not a lot of people go for a swim now, and with the temperatures that we have, people just go by the seaside, which is not as dangerous per se, so it should be fine. But at least there is at least one lifeguard, and there is lifeguard SOS like points that do make people feel slightly more protected, just in case they'll feel like going for a swim. We're the only ones in the whole region to maintain the lifeguard service a whole year long, just with different timetables. In summer, it's up until 8 in the evening. Now it's up until 5, 10 to 5, which honestly, I think it's more than enough. At least we have one. Other places do not. And now let's talk about the weather forecast. What is happening? Obviously, you can see that, yeah, it got slightly more chilly. After the rain the other day, temperatures just plummeted. I'm not sure why and what the reason is, but there's a huge difference from the temperatures we've had and what we have now. A lot of people have sore throat right now because, well, it's been a huge change, and especially here, this area is unprotected. We're wearing t-shirts, you know, the wind blows and people just get sick. So yeah, quite a big change. But we're almost in November, not sure what we've expected, but we were thinking we'll have some lovely weather, just a tiniest bit more. Never have enough, to you. But at the end, it's all right. It's still not bad. You're not wearing jackets and hats and gloves and all of this and scarves up until here. It's still nice weather, don't get me wrong. There should be some rain, should have been some rain this Wednesday, but as we see it on the radar, this rain will not come to Benidorm. At least that's what they say for now. You know that you never know what's going to be happening here. Sometimes it might be raining when it shouldn't, and when it should, it's not going to be raining. So trust no one. Check out the radars. Check out the agency, the Spanish agency of meteorology. It's called IMET. That's where we check all our data as well for you guys, and that's how we keep ourselves informed. So definitely should not be raining anymore, but it will be cloudy / sunny depending on the day, which is still great. So November doesn't start that bad as we thought it would be. In terms of temperatures, also not too bad either. We have right now around 21, 23 degrees. However, towards the end of this week, we'll have even up to 24, even 25. So temperatures maintain themselves quite stable out there. That's the maximum daily temperature, and night temperatures maximum 18 degrees. So quite chilly, especially in the morning, 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning when it's plus 15. Yeah, you feel the cold winter air coming quite soon to our region. Thank you for accompanying us in today's Benidorm news update. We wish you a great day, great holidays if you're coming on once right now. Stay safe and enjoy all different places and things that Spain has to offer. And we'll see you here on the channel tomorrow with a brand new video. Bye.